Explosive new ad hits home. I'm Jim Drastic.
I'm Tiffany Drastic.
I'm Nick Knutson.
And today on The Dangerous Ones, we're talking about a viral new ad that was launched just this afternoon from the folks over at Progress Action Fund. And it deals with the new reality that ICE is not only detaining and deporting undocumented immigrants, but also American citizens. And if you don't know, the Progress Action Fund is a Democratic-aligned political action committee dedicated to defeating Republican incumbents in key swing districts through bold, viral advertising campaigns. And boy, they're definitely doing that. Known for their provocative and hard-hitting messaging, the organization uses data-driven targeting to engage specific voter groups, and we're going to have more on that later, especially younger audiences and swing state voters. Led by founder Joe Jacobson and Deputy Director Kyle Richards, the fund has gained national attention for its memorable ads like Keep Republicans Out of Your Bedroom and Republicans Watching Your Daughter, with a proven track record of helping flip competitive races and mobilizing progressive voters. The Progress Action Fund continues to be a disruptive force in modern political strategy. And how they have made a huge splash in what I would consider a short amount of time.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, with their previous ones we were listing off there, the Keep Republicans Out of Your Bedroom, that was a huge hit.
Yeah,
that's great.
And they always have these, if you don't know, we're about to play one, but if you don't know, they always have this creepy Republican congressman in their videos. And it's effective because you come away with a reaction.
Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Buckle in.
And it's always true.
It is.
Yeah.
And grab some popcorn. So now we're going to play the new ad from Progress Action Fund, and it relates to snatching people, American citizens, off the streets and detaining them, and in some cases, even deporting them. And a lot of times based on nothing more than the color of their skin. This is a powerful ad. Check it out, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
I had a really good time today.
Yeah, me too. I really look.
What are you doing?
She's coming with us.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're rounding up illegals.
She was born here. She's a citizen.
I don't care. She looks like one of them. But don't worry. When she's in prison in El Salvador, she'll have lots of company.
Whoa.
Fuck, dude.
Progress Action Fund coming in hot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around.
They do not fuck around.
Jesus Christ.
Well, and it's just like, it's so different from most political advertising, especially on the left. Like,
Yeah.
this is more like what they do on the right. And
Yeah.
let's face it, the right has been a lot more successful.
I don't see anyone else
Yeah.
doing it
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
I love them because they're cinematic, they're filmed,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
You can tell they're taking their time, and I know, and we're going to talk about this in a second, I know that it's not just to make something just to throw it out there and get a reaction. It's actually, they do targeted ads.
Yep.
That's why we are featuring them today. And I know, Nick, Demcast is, the whole group is getting behind this ad and pushing it out today.
We are, yeah. We have a whole toolkit that we put together, and everybody's sharing this ad. And the reason that we are is because one thing that the folks over at Progress Action Fund do, Joe and Kyle, they test these. You know, they have a firm that they work with, and they test it against all the different demographics. And this ad, and Progress Action Fund generally is, like you said, targeting younger audiences, specifically young men, ages 18 to 30. And this ad moves that demographic 4 points away from Republicans.
Wow. This one that we just played.
This one that we just played.
Wow. Okay, wow.
Yeah, it was one of their most effective in testing. That they've put out. And, you know, the guys, Kyle and Joe, they're young men. They understand this demographic. It's not going to necessarily hit everybody in other demographics the same way that it does with their targeted demographic. And yesterday, Fox News did a story about this ad. Okay.
I wonder how that went.
They interviewed Joe. I mean, you know, it's the digital sides. It's Fox News digital, so it's kind of down the middle of the road. It's not super reactionary
Sean
about
Hannity.
it. Yeah, it's not Sean Hannity. But the Fox News folks did send the ad out to some people to get some reaction, including the White House and including the RNCC.
Struck a nerve, did they?
Yeah.
Good job, Joe and Kyle.
What did the White House have to say?
Yeah, so the White House said, this is clearly just a sad attempt to distract from the violent Democrat rioters in L.A. who want to keep criminal illegal aliens in American communities.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. What they don't like is they see an ad that's effective.
Yes,
And
exactly.
accurate.
They would not. They would not respond to this request from Fox News for just like some like political ad.
Sure.
Like they responded to this because they're like, oh, we probably should respond to this.
Clearly,
and get
they
out in front
also
of it.
see that swaths of young men got driven into their arms for a weird-ass reason that none of us can figure out, except for maybe it was the messaging. And now here Kyle and Joe are. Joe's 31 years old. He's sitting in the middle of this audience, and he knows what to say, how to say it. Look how effective his ads are.
Yeah.
We're making a show about it. It's this like, and our side, we didn't get that right. We didn't get marketing to men.
Yeah. Well, what I really appreciate about what they're doing, listen, 11 films, we've had tons and tons of success and squillions of views on our videos. We did the opposite, right? We put together something that moved us personally, just you and me. We didn't test our stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't ask other people for their opinions almost ever.
We didn't even tell people we were making it. We were just like, whoop, drop it on the internet.
But I appreciate people who do take the time to go, listen, there's a hole here. We need to fill it and really target a demographic. Yep. And you can say what you want about like, oh, it's creepy. When you watch that ad, it gives you a reaction.
Well,
and that's important.
And that's exactly why they make these and why they're effective at reaching this audience. Like think about this demographic, 18 to 30-year-old young men. Like they don't, but for the most part, give a shit about politics. Like
they said 4 minutes a day or something.
They care about like the girl that they're chasing, the video games that they're playing.
Work tomorrow,
right? Work tomorrow,
That's right?
So getting their attention and getting an ad in front of them that will actually grab them is hard.
Yeah.
And so like featuring a very attractive young lady who's a potential girlfriend, and like it's just smart. The shock value also has another impact, which is exactly what happened here. Fox News picked it up.
Yeah. Right.
And so, and in the past when they've released these organically online, it's like libs of TikTok or accounts like that that pick it up and they're like, look at this horse shit that the Democrats are doing. But they're showing it to an entirely different audience. They take the bait.
That's true because we did the ad of Trump's New America.
Oh my God.
What life would be like in America if he wins office. And it's this whole sort of quasi North Korean vibe. Yeah. And sure enough, on Twitter, it went viral just from the other side going, well, that's what we want. And all this, it's like, well, whatever.
Or they lost their mind.
Oh, yeah. But they took the bait.
So mad.
They took the bait. Yeah. And that means like when one of those accounts picks it up, again, like their followers are going to see it.
Yeah.
And their followers are the people that are harder to reach.
And we just did an episode last night. It launched about when you are building a movement. Progress Action Fund started out with 0 followers, just like everybody else.
Yep.
And they built relationships with other people, with you, with Demcast. Now 11 Films helps. We share their content. It's great. If it helps the movement, great. But to my point is they over time built relationships to now when they put stuff out, they're getting bigger and bigger attention on their stuff, and good for it.
And another tip from last night's show was repeat yourself again and again.
Yeah.
And they're using that strategy with this Republican congressman character.
I know.
Yeah.
He's the
same guy every time.
He's a guy now.
Yeah.
Right? He's a character.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that guy's back.
There
Let's see what he's doing today.
Yeah.
It's
This guy's,
smart.
I wonder who that guy is too. I'd love to interview him sometime and just be like, so when you walk around, do you get recognized?
I
Is
bet
it
we could
weird?
make that happen.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah, I bet we can make
Not only that, let's get the guys on the show too next time.
Oh, I'd love to.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Folks, if you see this video on social media, please like, comment, and share it, because this video is about an extremely important subject, and that is ICE is out of control. Not only are they grabbing, snatching people who are in this country who have claimed asylum and who have court dates, but they're also grabbing American citizens who they're detaining and sometimes even deporting. All of this is crazy. You know it's crazy. Help share this video. Let's get it out there, and let's get everybody aware of the fact that this is true. Folks, please like and subscribe this video. And if you're listening to us, give us a 5-star review. If you'd like to support this show, you can do so by going to thedangerousones.com. That'll kick you over to our Substack, where you can become a paid subscriber. Until then, be safe, get into good trouble, and as always, we are all the dangerous ones. Goodbye.